Alright, Hancock.
Oh, hello, man. Good seeing you again.
Yeah.
What are you eating today?
It's slightly off fish. Because I had it in my fridge for a couple of days, well, a few days.
Yeah. I'm just talking to someone about the fact that plants don't feel pain.
Ah, that's a good one.
Is that an argument you use?
Well, I know they feel pain. But vegans like to dictate what feels pain and what doesn't through, oh, it doesn't have a central nervous system.
Plants scream when they're cut.
He knows.
Show me the footage of a plant screaming.
Sorry?
Show me the evidence.
If you go on my YouTube channel,
Don't you think
under my playlist,
Plants are alive, yeah, but they're not sentient.
so it's like if the plants feel pain in a different way to you,
Polygraph.
so you're projecting your way that you feel pain onto them. Yeah.
Why would a plant, let me ask you this, why would a plant evolve to feel pain?
It absolutely does.
Why did we evolve to feel pain?
So it knows when it's being eaten.
Exactly.
So it knows.
So we evolved to feel pain to avoid things that harm us.
I've heard that 50
Everything
times.
in the universe feels
Plants
pain.
can't move. Everything in the universe feels pain. Does my shoe feel pain?
Everything.
There's no justification. There's no justification for what
For
you're doing.
killing plants.
Plants aren't conscious sentient beings.
They absolutely are.
They can't move.
You're literally the dictator of what is a conscious sentient being.
Where's the brain in a carrot?
Does it need a brain?
Doesn't need a brain.
Doesn't need
What
a brain.
being feels pain without a brain?
Sorry?
What being feels pain that hasn't got a brain? Or are you going to say
Plants
plants?
feel pain.
But okay,
It's been proven
answer me-
many times.
Answer me this then. Answer me what if humans and animals have evolved to feel pain so we can avoid things that hurt us, why would a tree evolve to feel pain if they can't move?
That's, by some theoretical statement of yours, that doesn't change the fact that all living things feel pain. I know, but that's what occurred to me. I'm just explaining. I then went online and they had the same symptoms as me. So and the more I looked...
It weren't suiting you, the vegan diet weren't suiting you.
No, it wasn't suiting me.
Raw vegan?
Yeah, I tried it all. I started raw vegan 3 years. And that's the quickest way to malnutrition.
How you finding?
Well, it literally reversed a lot of my conditions, immediately relieved my digestive issues, and I'm slowly rebuilding, because you see there's over 15 essential nutrients not found in plants that you simply cannot absorb, and we evolved through meat. If you study any tribes, we actually always ate meat, so it makes sense that in sort of, a few hundred years with agriculture, or a couple thousand years, we haven't evolved a whole new digestive system.
So you're thriving on that.
I'm thriving more than I ever have. It's going to take a while longer, Sure, mate.
Right, I get your point. Well, what I'm thinking.
Do you mind being filmed? I don't know.
Oh, I'm fine. What I'm thinking is, why have you come over here with a fish eating it?
I actually came because of this guy. He's sort of one of our nemesis, and he's Humane Hancock, and he tricked us.
You're coming over.
Yeah.
You're coming over with fish, to vegans, and you're eating it in front of them. And I doubt any vegan will appreciate that.
Well, I'm not looking for them to appreciate.
I know that. I'm just saying you're coming over.
They could be starving and very ill, like thousands of others are that I personally know of.
You're coming over with a raw fish in your hand.
Yeah.
Eating it in front of you.
Yeah, well, no change was ever done by just being nice.
I'm not saying no change. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's just wrong. You don't go up to someone
why is it wrong?
that have got beliefs and completely ruin it by doing something that they...
By doing something that we've done throughout all of evolution is eat raw animals. How is that so wrong?
I'm fine. No, look, I'm saying is you can eat that. Eat it whenever.
Are you saying be respectful?
Whenever you want, but just be respectful for people.
Well, I am. In my opinion, I am respectful. I'm not stopping anyone from doing anything. I'm eating what I normally eat as a lunch.
That's good. That's great.
That's great.
That's what you believe, but I don't
Did you
think.
catch that fish? Did you catch it or did you go
No,
buy
I'd
it?
love to. I'm getting into that kind of stuff more and more, you know.
Some
Plants.
people thrive on a vegan diet, you know?
They don't. In my opinion, they don't. And I was part of the industry and teaching people for 15 years about
do.
it. Yeah.
I do.
Thrive.
I've been vegan all my life. Been vegan all my life.
I would argue that because I've heard many people say that and then realise that they were having malnutrition
Or
symptoms.
maybe one day I will.
Yeah,
And I take it on board with your saying, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you're friendly, but I genuinely like have now come across many people that have emailed me saying thank you so much for waking me up because I didn't even realise I had all these symptoms and they began reversing as soon as I've eaten animal products. So I don't think we should sacrifice human health for ethics. Well, we can change the way livestock farming is
Draw our own
done.
lines, we draw our own lines, yeah?
It's
Yeah.
individual,
You
I
choose
think.
to eat meat, that's your choice. If I choose not to, it's
everything
my
is one's
choice.
choice.
I mean, I'm not going to love you as a being, you know, but your choice is your choice.
There's something natural about that.
This is something that you will see in nature. You wouldn't be able to see broccoli in nature. You wouldn't be able to see kale in nature. You wouldn't be
Cow's
able to
milk.
see chia seeds in nature, other stuff like that.
Cow's milk isn't
You know what I mean?
natural. You know, it's not natural for you to drink it.
This is
for
natural.
you to drink it.
This is
The issue is that you
For you
can't
to drink it.
This is natural. If I go in the wild, yeah, and I get myself two cows, and I start like,
They have to be
and I
pregnant. If
start,
they're not pregnant, you won't be able to get
yeah,
the milk.
I can make them the environment in order for them to get, to get pregnant. You know what I mean?
It's not natural. It's not natural for you to drink someone else's milk. It's not your mother.
This is natural. This is the most natural thing that you can eat. And by the way, if one of your, I don't know, one of your parents, one of your families got cancer or AIDS, this one cures cancer and AIDS. Raw milk.
Well, it's just an agenda being pushed when less than 1% of the population are vegan.
Oh, come on, that's so simplified. I do think there's an agenda being pushed when the World Health Organization, the American Dietetic Association, which are huge bodies of influence,
Are saying you can be
are
healthy.
saying you can be healthy all stages of life and babies are dying.
It's almost like there's evidence suggesting that they're saying it's correct, right? It's almost like
No, it's not. I just said babies are dying.
Babies are
Thousands
dying.
are becoming sick on a vegan diet.
Babies are dying.
Malnutrition symptoms.
there's nothing you can get from that that's essential that I can't get on a vegan diet.
That is nonsense.
Hey, mate, I'm with the vegans here, bro. That's fucking disgusting.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
You're an animal, bro.
Creates that.
Bro, at least
And the two ends of one line coming together. Actually, you're unified.
I don't normally have such a smelly fish, but I didn't want to waste it. It was
You're
a few-
obsessed with nature and you think there's something natural about eating that. If it's natural,
Do I think there's something natural about eating what we've literally
why
always
is it
eaten?
so unappetizing? Why is it so disgusting to everyone else?
It's completely appetizing.
You think
to
it
me.
smells good?
It's because they're on junk food.
You think it
or
smells
vegan
good?
Food.
Do you think that smells better than blueberries or fruit?
It's not the point. I like the
my
taste.
point is-
This is very tasty. It's oily mackerel that's got the highest omegas of any fish. You're never going to find that in
I
plants.
can get omegas from flax seeds.
No, you can't. They're
I can't.
unabsorbable.
I can't get it.
Okay, we've literally
Oh.
just started taking flaxseed oil the last, few decades?
Flax seeds.
You
You don't need oil.
Well, whatever, flax seeds. We never had them before. You think hunter-gatherers were picking like loads of flax seeds?
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't
how
care,
hunter-gatherers were doing. I care what we're doing today.
Well, I'm
Hunter-gatherers
saying
didn't have
that's
Tesco
a
and-
huge
they didn't have-
indication of how your body works.
They didn't have Tesco. And, we're living longer today. They didn't have
truth is
Tesco
so
and
much simpler,
Sainsbury's
you know.
in our ancestors' time.
I keep wanting to interrupt everyone.
They were doing
didn't
things
have
out of
Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
necessity, right?
Are you
You're not
ready?
eating that fish
Right.
out of necessity.
I am.
No, you're not. You
I am. Have you not watched the videos? I was very ill.
Is that a coin, people? Is that a coin?
Turn it sideways.
Is it a coin?
No, sideways.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah. That's
right, it's a coin. On one side we have a heads, and on the other side we have a tails.
That's right.
But it's a coin. So you have the one is two.
Right, I'm wrong.
That's
Singularity
it. We're
is
one,
two.
mate.
We're not one.
You are. You're two
I'm up
ends.
for it, right?
You are two ends of a one-dimensional line from the beginning to its opposite.
Do you think it's
Sushi? You never.
Get used to it.
Do you eat animals? Do you eat animals?
Well, you just said I can't believe he's eating a raw
Chinese
fish.
people that eat shit like that are weird, bro. I'm not a vegan.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegan, yeah, don't get me wrong. But that is fucking short.
But hey, do you think there's a difference? Do you think?
I don't like anything like that.
But do you think this is making it seem more real, right? This is
Right,
actually what
I'm
we're.
with you. You can't argue against the vegan, but you can argue
I was
against
literally
you.
coming here for my first non-anti-vegan pro-meat event, and we saw you. I wasn't even going to be eating anything.
No. Fish is okay.
I mean, it's not okay for the
Why is fish okay but not red meat?
They're both wrong.
I know what you think.
You look like you're enjoying it though.
I am, honestly.
It must taste like arse, bro.
It doesn't.
But this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. We put our flesh into packets. We don't see the animals, but this is what we're doing. So if you think this is weird, if you disagree with this, if you feel sorry for the victim, then we should stop buying the products, stop buying fish, stop buying dairy.
You'll get sick. You'll get very sick at some point.
You don't want to turn out like this, do you?
You'll get very ill.
Hypocrite, yeah. That's what I am. I'm a hypocrite. So if you're going to argue against a vegan, mate, you're just being ignorant. Because killing something is a good thing. Do you like killing things?
Mate, this is how you were born. You were born to eat meat and fish and
Alright, so I'm
animal
going to kill
products.
you because I eat humans.
Well, go for it then. Give it a try.
I'm not going to kill you, bro, because I'm going to jail.
Would it be unethical for me to tell you?
You know what I mean?
There's no ethics in nature,
So
mate.
why am I trying to convince you that killing animals is wrong if you don't even think that killing humans is wrong?
I didn't say that. You just
You said it's not unethical for
killing me. What is that? I don't want to kill anyone else. I'm incredibly loving and caring towards humans. You hate humans.
I don't hate
right?
humans.
No?
I don't even hate you.
No? Do you not want to get a vasectomy like a lot of the other vegans?
No, I don't.
Because the
Myself.
earth is overpopulated and
No, it's not. Because of that.
no, but there's many vegans I speak
Don't
to.
straw man me.
Humanity
No one
hates
said
humans.
no. Straw man.
It's on video. You can see it.
Straw man.
Well, not something, yeah, but
Yeah, we can't just generalise that to all vegans.
All right, now you just stated your position. All right, you don't hate humans. Fair enough. Yeah. But like you just tried to say I hate humans because it's okay to kill me.
No, so I said, is it unethical for me to kill you? And you said ethics doesn't exist.
Yeah, I did say that.
Right, so it's not unethical for me to stab
But
you.
the heart exists, caring exists, but not your made-up ethics that you have to make everyone else measure by your own ethics. That's not
What I'm
reality.
saying is, if you can survive for it, why shouldn't you do it if you're so loving?
Because I don't want to kill
So you're not-
humans.
No,
How is it
no,
different?
we're talking about animals.
Like killing to
He's
eat
saying,
what
if
you've
you
always
believe you're a
eaten
loving
as a
person,
species.
why do you still go and kill an animal if you know you can survive otherwise?
I
You're
know
obviously
that I
not that
can't
loving,
survive
mate.
otherwise.
You're obviously not that
You
loving.
don't know my main premise. My main
I don't know you,
premise
mate. I don't
is
know
I
you.
was
I'm
well,
judging you by
listen
you
to me
having
then.
a fucking live fish in your hand and
Okay,
eating
do you want to
it.
hear my premise? I was 15 years part of the vegan movement. It made me very sick. So now I'm warning other vegans that they are very likely to get sick because thousands of vegans are getting ill.
Anecdotal evidence. We rely on scientific evidence to make our claims. You don't say, in my life it made me ill.
There's plenty of scientific papers that show that you cannot absorb.
In my
I'll
life,
kiss him, he looks that healthy.
I'm going to kiss you back.
I will too.
If I say I was a meat eater and I had heart disease and therefore meat eating is unhealthy, that's not a good argument. We look at scientific evidence. The American Dietary
There's
Association.
plenty of scientific evidence that shows that you cannot absorb from plant supplements all the missing nutrients. It's not
You're lying.
bullshit.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. They're literally there.
You're just making claims without any evidence.
You're making claims without any
What
evidence.
claims?
You just said that American Dietetic, blah, blah. Where's the thing? Show me the paper then.
I can show you. I can get the American Dietary Association. Come on, give me that phone. Get the American Dietary Association now.
Well,
if you want to see it,
go on a website. I'll give you, and I can show you the studies that I'm talking about.
let me give you a hypothetical because we're never going to convince each other about health. Let's say if you could be healthy without hurting animals, if you could be healthy with being vegan,
I don't
would
believe
it be
it's
a moral,
possible.
But would it be a moral obligation
To what?
to be vegan?
If you could be... Well, not really,
Why?
no. Because you can't be healthy. I'm an expert in it.
Mate,
it's like saying if you were a pink elephant, would it be a moral obligation to be a pink elephant? Like it's
what the?
It is, because you've made it up. You can't be healthy.
I'm giving you a hypothetical. If you could, would it be moral obligation? Because I'm saying we're never going to convince you that it's healthy. That you can't be healthy.
I just told you. To me, morals don't exist in nature the way you're putting them forward.
So it's fine to rape people, murder people.
No,
pedophiles.
you jump from one extreme to the other.
You just said there's no moral, there's no ethics.
No, not your. There's no one standard of ethics.
Sure, ethics is subjective.
Each human that I've met is usually fairly caring. They don't run around killing everyone. There's some general things, but they're not written in a rule of law.
Yeah.
It's just general.
I'm not saying morality is objective though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but most people's morals, they're being inconsistent if they eat animals, because there's no trait difference between me and an animal that would justify that differential treatment. So what's the difference between me and a pig that makes it okay to kill a pig but not me?
I'm just telling you, I strongly believe we need animal products to be healthy.
Science disagrees with you, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I can show you just as many studies showing the opposite to what you're talking about. I can, but not right now. But I can give you a website.
What a quote.
Really, I mean, I come here armed with all of that. Like, we're putting a website together that only has studies linked. That's all it's got. Yeah, wow, you see? As soon as it's true, you're like...
No, because the studies are bullshit. Show me the research. Show me the research.
So your ones are right, my ones are wrong, yeah?
I can explain why yours are wrong. If you show me the study, I'll explain it. When I last saw you...
I can explain why yours are wrong. I can explain why yours are wrong.
When I last saw you guys, you gave me a study with a sample size.
The China study. So it's a review done by a vegan doctor.
I'm not relying on the China study.
Okay, what other studies? There's a bunch of studies done by the Adventist Church who have got heavily invested towards pushing veganism, and when you look into them, they break down completely the studies.
What nutrients can you get that I can't?
You don't know them?
I'm asking you. This is what happened last time.
So there's B12, vitamin D, vitamin A.
Stop there. We'll go through those then, shall we? B12, supplements, fortified foods.
They don't work, supplements. It's irradiated vegetable oil for supplements.
Vitamin D, you get it from the sun, you can take a supplement.
No, you get it activated from the sun. You need to take it in animal products as well.
You can take a vitamin D supplement. They can actually cure people's deficiencies.
I can show you studies that shows that the absorbability is absolutely minuscule.
We prescribe people supplements to cure their deficiencies, and they work.
Oh, you don't look at all well to me, I'm afraid.
I look a lot more healthy than you, mate.
Oh, that's bollocks for a start.
Oh, really? Wow.
You get osteoporosis. You know, it's just complete.
How old do you think I am? I'm actually.
Well, how old do you think I am then, Clever Thick?
I don't know. You look like you died a few years ago.
Come on, tell me how old I am. No, seriously.
Oh, you're the one coming at me on my appearance, so I'm going to give you a bit back, aren't I? Yeah.
Well, you tell me how old I am then.
I don't know. 80? Why would I have osteoporosis if I'm vegan? No, a lot of people think that, but no, let me answer the question. So, leafy green vegetables can be very high in calcium.
But they can be full of pesticides.
Yeah, but they're not absorbed. Like in spinach, it's well known for hundreds of years.
It's not the only source of vitamin.
Calcium in spinach is 100% absorbed. It's all bound to oxalate.
It's
100% bound to oxalate.
That's not the only source of calcium, though.
But all other sources of calcium are also low absorption.
So cow's milk is the only way we can get our calcium, is it?
Milk and animal.
Why the hell would that? Why would we have evolved to drink cow's milk? Why not ape's milk or dog's milk or cat's milk?
Not just milk, bones.
Oh, well, most people don't eat bones. Where's the rampant? Most people don't eat bones. So where's the rampant calcium deficiencies? They don't exist.
It's a very low absorbability. Vegetarians have lower calcium. It's studies.
I thought that was quite good.
Well, maybe so. That's not. I'm not talking
So
about.
they have to supplement, and supplementation is not natural. How could supplementation be natural? It's impossible.
You think it's natural to drink cow's
100
milk?
years ago, they didn't supplement.
You think it's natural to drink cow's milk, do you?
Sorry?
I know, drinking milk at an age of 45.
What about drinking plants? Is that natural?
Drinking plants?
Eating
plants is natural, yeah.
Why is that more natural? Why? Why is drinking...
Well, first, anyway, we're getting into a bit area we should go into, because I don't care.
Why is plants more natural kill them milk.
I don't care what's natural.
You can't tell
None of
me.
them,
Yeah.
mate.
Which
Only humans.
And how many eat plants?
We might as well go to the cow like this.
Yeah, you want to suck on the udder yourself, do you?
Sorry?
Fucking hell.
It doesn't mean anything.
Mate, you can't argue against a vegan. Regardless, if you kill an animal and think it's okay, there's something wrong with you. I barely killed a slug when I was
Hundreds of
6.
thousands of years they've been wrong. Humans have been wrong.
Nah, man.
Why have 100,000? So they're all wrong, and you're the first correct people.
How
Mate,
long till humans are cannibals?
Our ancestors weren't drinking cow's milk.
Oh, so now
That's not a very
you're.
good argument, is
So
it?
now
This is the argument we got.
you're going from cow's milk to.
Nice one.
You're suddenly going back to cow's milk. I'm talking about meat, and suddenly cow's milk.
Just because
Why
our
do you keep
ancestors,
changing the subject?
just because our ancestors needed to do something to survive in the past, that doesn't make it moral to do so now.
Dad,
You just said it's bad to kill.
Yes.
So they've been bad for 100,000 years.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa.
And when, hey mate, we've been raping, we've been killing each other.
Evil people.
Yeah,
Evil. Whoa.
We've been.
So our grandmother and grandfather were evil.
No.
yes.
Good people do bad
talking about
things.
history, mate.
Good people do bad things. We've been
Bad.
killing each other for. Let me finish.
The Bible, hell and heaven, bad things, are bad people. You're bad.
I'm not saying you're bad. I'm not saying you're bad.
You are.
I'm saying good people.
What you said, because I eat meat.
Alright, one
I eat
question.
meat and
Okay,
drink milk.
You're doing a bad thing.
how long is it going to be till you eat human meat?
Never.
Ah,
Why should
well,
I?
how do you know that?
How do you know that?
How do you know
I
that?
don't- I
How do you
definitely
know
don't know
that?
Because we're going to be vegan.
Oh, how do you
Ah.
know? How do you know? Are you
no,
sure?
no,
what are you even talking
You're saying,
about?
how
I
do
know,
I
what
know?
are
So I
you
say,
talking
how do you know? He
Well,
says,
why are we
how do
talking
you
about
know? How do you know?
Bro, you can't
Oh my
argue
God,
against
this
a vegan,
conversation.
bro. I eat meat.
How do you know?
I eat meat, but can I kill an animal? No, I don't know why. You are why? Why can't I kill an animal? Maybe because
He knows it's
So
morally wrong.
Yes.
Oh, because you're a good person, I'm not.
We're not calling you a bad person.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're.
What are you implying?
No.
Good.
I don't
Let me-
kill animals.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you.
no,
Let me
no.
talk to you.
We're trying-
Moral high ground.
No, let me talk to you. I do not think you're a bad person for eating animals.
Yeah.
But we're doing a bad thing, and good people do bad things all the time.
So I'm doing a bad thing. I'm a bad person because I do bad things.
No,
It's
are you
technical
not understanding what I'm
nonsense.
saying? I just said.
You're a master at sliming your way.
Yeah,
around.
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you're not bad, but you do bad
No,
things.
there's a difference. Just doing a bad thing doesn't make you a bad person.
But how are you to judge
good
it's a
things.
bad thing
Oh.
to begin with?
Well,
Jesus.
You don't. Yeah, and by your. I'm talking about other people's subjective morality as well. If I stab an animal in front of you, you're not going to like it.
I actually don't mind it. I butchered my own animal.
Can I stab a human?
Yes. All right. There's no moral difference for me.
So can I rape you then?
Go for it. There are animals in nature that rape other
Oh my
animals.
God.
There is no moral
Okay.
difference.
Morals don't exist
Not
in
moral.
nature. They're
You don't think-
Your
subjective.
argument is based on morals.
Yes.
There's no argument.
Yeah, well, by your logic, we should be raping each other and people.
I'm not saying we should.
We can. It's not
I'm
moral.
saying there's no moral
You don't
reason.
think paedophilia is immoral?
You've never done
No,
Well, the
I'm
conversation. If I can't.
Again, there are animals in nature.
Yeah, well,
that
if you were the
feel
victim, you would feel differently, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
But
shut up then.
That doesn't mean that it's moral. Just because I don't like it.
It's immoral.
There's no moral evidence.
Yeah, well, I can go and rape someone.
You asked me a question.
What an insane argument. It's all well, you'll say that, but if you were the victim, you would not say that. You'd say it's wrong.
Yeah, no animal likes when something bad happens. The animals that get eaten in nature don't like it.
Yes.
But it doesn't make it moral for one animal to eat another.
What do you mean? You mean immoral?
Immoral. Like
Yeah. No, but other animals haven't got moral agency. We understand right and wrong.
other animals understand social constructs as well.
Just because lions rape other animals doesn't mean we should. Just because they eat other animals doesn't mean we should. We're different. We can understand right and wrong, and we can make
We're
the
not
more.
different.
We can make the
There's
choice.
examples of animals that have self-consciousness. There's examples of
They
animals
all
that
have. They all have
complex
self-consciousness.
structures.
They all do.
Yeah. So our morals are not different
I'm
or
saying
unique.
we don't get our morals from what other animals do to each other. Otherwise, we would live in a world where we're all raping each other. But obviously, you don't care about that.
I do care about it because I don't want people to be hurt unnecessarily.
Right. There you go. Then.
She's
So
just being more honest than you are.
But I'm saying it's not based on morals.
What's it based on if it's not morals?
It's based on that I would want it to happen to me.
That's your empathy. That's your morals.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the actual construct of applying morals to other people doesn't apply.
Yeah,
It does, that's why we
that's
have
called
law.
Because
dictatorship.
those are my morals.
Oh, by your logic, I think this conversation's done because if I use your logic, I can go and slap you in the face. I can slap you in the face now.
You could.
Go for it. You would just show who you are. That's all.
No, but it's not unethical by what you're saying.
It's not unethical. That's your own opinion.
You would be going against your own morals by what you said, not hers. She thinks it would be perfectly fine, but your morals dictate that you would not slap her.
These guys seem more intelligent than you.
Not an argument.
That's what she's saying. She is perfectly fine with you slapping her because that's not against that's not against her morals, but it is against yours.
No,
and that's where your problem lies.
Because you're lying.
Because it goes against your morals, not hers.
No, because you're lying and saying you wouldn't mind if I slapped you, but you would mind.
She wouldn't.
Absolute bullshit.
That's the difference.
Get you on the floor, I start pounding you in the face for 2 hours.
You're pushing your moral standpoint
and you wouldn't want it. It's wrong. You care. It's moral.
Yeah, because it hurts. Because it hurts.
Yeah, there you go then.
But it's not immoral. It's not immoral. It's a feeling, but it's not immoral. There is still a separation between immorality and morality and feeling of something. Just because something can feel something doesn't mean that there's a moral standpoint for it.
What's the definition of immoral?
Do you want a personal code of ethics is what I apply to this. A personal code of ethics are morals.
Yeah.
But it's not
so anyone else in the world can have a completely different set of morals, and that's fine.
No, because then we can have murderers and rapists. Yeah,
exactly.
There are murderers and rapists.
What about like women's breast for breakfast? Does that make it right?
It goes completely.
I personally don't like it, but I'm not going to dictate for
if someone said they like raping girls, but I say I personally don't like raping girls, but other people can do that. That's their business. Is that a good statement? No, it's not.
There is a difference.
Answer the question. Is it?
On a logical level, on the basis of just speaking of morals.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so basically, morality is not subjective. It's objective. So if it's a culture, and there are some cultures
it's not
that say,
objective, man. It's not objective. We're animals in nature. Is the reality
you just said?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you've contradicted yourself. You've just you said there's no absolutes.
No, I'm saying you have your own. I have my own. That's not.
I thought you said it doesn't exist. But you said a statement. There's no absolutes, and I say, are you absolutely sure?
What I mean is that we all can't dictate to each other what morals are, because that becomes a dictatorship.
So is that right for me to kill you right now?
If you want.
Oh my goodness. I know.
Everybody has a difference in opinion on what morals.
You're a civilized human,
but morals can't be
that's in your head.
You know, for a fact, you live in a society right now. If I live by your ethic,
I think morals are completely a human construct, and therefore there is going to be a difference.
These girls know their stuff.
There should be a difference in what is moral based on the person and what they believe.
No. I'm asking. She said that morals is subjective.
So and they're saying they can justify anything by that. Rape,
because
murder,
for hundreds of years, certain cultures have been going into other cultures and saying our code of ethics is what applies. Our code of ethics is more moral.
Their morals are what should be.
But if I go up to someone's different culture and I say I'm going to rape you, and they say no, it's wrong, I say yeah, but it's subjective. This is my choice. Then that's doing something wrong. That's me forcing my morals on them.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Yes, you are. You're saying that I can do what I want because it's my morals.
Yes,
it's subjective.
She's just stating a fact of reality. She's not saying
is it wrong?
Is
it wrong?
I'm saying that on a moral level, it is okay for you to murder somebody. What I don't like is you murdering somebody. Like, if that makes sense.
I can justify murder.
It makes total sense, but you're never gonna get through to this guy with it. Like,
I mean, you've done your best, bro. Take murder the day, guys.
Hey, mate, have you thought about?
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, mate. Like I said,
because I could tell you you were not really aggressive.
All I'm trying to say is, if the vegans are right and they can prove that you can live just as long, just as healthy, without killing being, because animals do live, do have a conscience, they do. You know, they walk, they eat, they breathe, just like we do. How do you know you're no different to a chicken? To a chicken, he probably thinks, oh, the world is amazing, my cousin lives there, my cousin lives there. You know, how do you know that?
See, I'm not against killing animals. I'm not against that because it's a natural, everything kills everything. For me, there's nothing unethical about killing them. I think it's unethical to hold chickens in a farm cooped up.
Why do chickens live for 13 years but we kill them in 1 year.
But they don't. They get killed.
It's like us being killed as a teenager. We haven't lived our adult life.
Chickens don't live. Chickens get
no,
killed.
No. Sorry, I don't know how long
chickens
live.
aren't natural.
I'm just saying,
they're domesticated.
I'm just saying they've been created here, all animals, to live and expect to live a certain amount of time.
Not necessarily.
Of course they have.
No, they get killed. Only a certain amount live their full lifetime.
You can't kill
a very small
it's like
percentage.
stopping
In the wild, most of them get hunted.
Very small percentage of animals live their full term. It's completely natural. It's utterly natural.
All I'm trying to say is, we're in the 21st century. No, I'm just saying we're in the 21st century. If science can prove as vegans we can live just as well, just as healthy, just as long, then morally, yes, of course it would be good to go vegan and not kill animals. Why shouldn't we? Let them live their long lives. Let them live, man. That's what I'm saying.
But there's a big if, and it's not possible.
Why kill a chicken in 3 months when it can live for 12 years?
Yeah.
Of course it wants to live as an adult and be free
but
and
it isn't.
Experience and eat different food.
The thing is, it's a starvation diet. It's like cruelty to humans. Veganism is being cruel to humans.
So you're trying to say we own this planet?
Veganism
You
is
can't
cruelty.
get it from plants, man. You need meat.
It's a hidden cruelty.
Yeah, man, I eat raw meat.
5, sometimes 10 years. But look at me. I'm 5 months only coming out of veganism, vegetarianism. Look, I'm okay. I'm vibrant now. But I've got a long way to go. It's going to take me 2 years. Only 5 months eating meat. Only 5 months.
So I was vegetarian. I used to black out. When I start eating meat, my problem goes.
Yeah, that's
I used to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
And I used to black out very often. I could have a concussion and die.
Yeah.
You see, the moment I start eating meat, my problem solved.
Same with me.
Same with me.
Can I say something right to the camera? When I eat meat, I can barely get up off my sofa. But when I eat a vegetable soup, I feel quite like thinking profitably. They're like, yeah, well, let's breed a shitload of animals and sell it to these fuckers. Even though they don't need it, they'll still buy it and eat it because they like the taste of it. Apparently,
I understand what you're thinking, but I literally, from my perspective, it's the opposite. It's exactly the only way to live local, sustainable is local animals. Because watch what vegans are eating. They're eating food that's flown from all over the world. But in animal products, you can get all your nutrition locally. I don't support big-scale farming. I think that's wrong. But small-scale, really cool farmers that I personally buy it from is actually the only way to stop these air miles, to stop a lot of the environmental problems. But it's twisted the other way around continuously. All you have to do is look at tribes or natural humans.
Yeah, but religion is a horrible thing, mate. Like, back in the days, they're massive meat eaters, aren't they? Religious people.
Well, yeah, Muslims.
Yeah. So surely.
But what is that? But you can't just relate a religion to meat.
I'm just saying. Like, surely that corrupt system. That's who invented meat in the first place.
Invented meat. Now we've been eating. I've studied like all the tribes I can find online.
Mate, I really find it hard to believe that when the first human killed an animal for self-defense, he went and ate him. I find that hard to believe.
There was never a depiction of tribes hunting veggies. Like
no, not hunting veggies, but I mean climbing trees. Alright, cheers, bro. No worries, mate. No worries.
All the best, mate.
Yeah. So yeah.
Honestly, it's like you're telling me the reverse of what I think, isn't it?
Yeah, but surely it's cheaper to grow your own food, like vegans do, for example, than raise your cattle to eat the stuff that you grow that you could eat.
Well, it's not about money cheapness. Like if you raise your own animals,
we're talking about
your own
profit.
animals.
We're talking about corporations.
Yeah.
Religion.
No,
it's an old form of government.
The profit,
religion.
Literally, the profit of nowadays is junk food, which is 95% plant foods, like large crops.
It's not.
It is.
It's shit meat. So
no,
it's
not.
All the leftovers.
Even
of cows,
in McDonald's, a tiny bit of it is meat. The rest is the bun, the chips, everything.
Well,
that's the large percentage.
It's the arsehole, the legs, whatever you get.
Yeah, but I'm saying only a tiny bit of the meal.
You ate all his
I know, that was great. Honestly, I feel good from
it. Was it nice?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's nice.
Yeah, there was a few days old.
Just I'm wondering how to kiss your miss like that. Bloody hell.
Well, she loves it now. I don't have a camera.
Disgusting, bro.
Why? They've been doing that for ages.
What? Picking out of a monkey's brain, bro? Have you seen what they do?
Sushi.
Yeah, but no, I'm generalising the Chinese in general.
Well, no, it's Japanese sushi.
Whatever they are, you know, whatever. You know, they're Asia, let's say. Yeah, you know, why are you going to do that? It's disgusting, bro. The monkey's still moving.
I've not seen that particular.
Have you not?
The monkey
bro,
moving.
No, bro. They're sitting around the table. There's a monkey in the middle of the table, just his skull carved out, peeled back, and the people.
He's still moving.
His eyes are rolling round, and they're picking.
All right. Well,
brain.
minus him moving. Okay. Like, I don't think it's wrong to eat monkeys' brains. No.
Oh, come on.
You look at once again. You study every tribe in the jungle. Eat monkeys. It's natural to eat monkeys.
Well, I don't care who tribes did it or what. I'm thinking now.
Well, that relates a lot to how your body works.
Let me speak. Yeah. We're in the 21st century, bro. We have knowledge. We have knowledge in our phones.
I know, and we want to remake nature. Let's
not use our brain to tribe days when they hunted and killed monkeys and
but they're a good
the monkey's
signal
arsehole.
of what's good for us.
Let's learn from now, and maybe the vegans are right, bro. Maybe they're right.
They're not. I was part of the movement 15 years. Because I was part of the movement 15 years.
That's quite a short time.
15 years. Short time. We're destroying my health, so I wouldn't like it to be
At least you're not that stupid anyway.
That's not true, actually.
Oh, well, I've been vegan 20 years.
Well, that's good for you. I can show you thousands that suffer.
Well, they're eating the wrong way. They're eating the wrong way.
That's what they all say. That's cruel to me to say that, because I can show you every type of vegan diet where people have suffered from it.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can show me every vegan diet where people have suffered.
I can.
Mate, look, at the end of the day, almost starving. They ain't got fucking water to drink.
Because they're on plant foods, they're starving.
No.
If they had meat, they would be healthy.
Let me speak, bro. All I'm trying to say is they're still living. You know what I mean? Why are they still living? They ain't even got water to drink, let alone meat to eat, and they're still surviving. You're trying to say someone in modern England can't be a vegan because he can't get the right nutrition.
I'm telling you, I can
ridiculous.
show you this for fact. You're not listening to me. There's thousands of people suffering, babies dying on veganism. You can see it all over.
You said every vegan diet. I've been vegan 20 years. Vegetarian for that 6 years.
Yeah.
And I feel fine.
Well, your one example isn't good enough.
People die from eating meat. Surely they do.
They don't. Not natural raw meat. They don't die from that.
In bacon. If you have
There's nitrates in bacon. That's the only part that hurts you of it. That's a poisonous chemical.
I know it. So why do you eat bacon then?
I don't eat bacon. I didn't say I eat bacon.
Sorry. Yeah, you said you eat meat. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, meat, not bacon, because it's got nitrates in it.
So meaning there must be other things in other animals that are just as bad.
You mean no? That's an additive.
All right. What about like your body being 95% water, and in plants it's just water? So surely feeding yourself that is good.
There's plenty of water in raw meat. It's when you cook it that you take the water out.
Oh, so you want to eat it raw?
I eat it raw.
You guys also live and let live. I mean, if we want to eat meat, you don't. Then
yeah. I eat meat, mate. We're just arguing just for the sake of arguing.
You've got to think about the animal as well, though. They're also a being as well.
No, but eating meat.
So the whole vegan movement is about not causing any unnecessary suffering and a recognition.
But veganism causes more suffering.
No, I don't think it does. And recognising that.
Well, I've been into water for a long time, making the best, structured water, all that. But now I actually drink mainly milk. I drink very little water because it's much more absorbable. So juice or milk or like fruit juice with not too much sugar, but it's much more absorbable because they say our body's made of 90% water, but the reality is it's made of blood and lymph, and it needs to structure the water first. So actually, if you follow the normal health craze and drink loads of like distilled or other water, you're actually flushing the minerals out of your body, and I did that for over a decade, and it damaged me. So if you can drink structured living water, A2 raw milk. It has to be A2 because the cows have been hybridized to be very unnatural, and it's altered their protein. Which is what actually makes people allergic, is A1 milk.
I respect everyone, bro. Of course, you got to. There's no, you shouldn't be here if you don't respect people.
Yeah, you might as well go vegan and be on the
mate, you know, all I'm saying is if they can prove we can live just as healthy, I will 1000% support veganism.
I would still be part of it if I believed I could, you know.
I'm saying here, yeah, I'm vegan, healthy, spiritually very connected.
Vegan power.
You didn't, yeah? You've changed that, and now you feel good. Yeah, and I'm saying you feel spiritually connected as well, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I feel more spiritually. And that's why I like to remember, say, the Native Americans and stuff, or these things which we've basically taken a lot of our New Age stuff from original indigenous people.
This is our land.
Exactly.
We're our tribes. Do you know our tribes? Huh? Do you know our tribes?
What, from the UK, you mean the Celts?
We was once tribal people.
Yeah, for sure.
This land is
I feel
bathed in
connected to Albion and the Celts, or however you want to call it.
Believe in hygiene.
Hygiene? What do you mean, do I believe in hygiene?
For example, you just ate fish. Did you wash your hands?
I don't have water, I just wipe them on grass. But I don't believe in the fear of bacteria. But I'm not going to say I don't believe in hygiene.
No, but I didn't see you wash your hands, that was all.
No, I don't. I eat rotten liver.
Oh my god.
And if you go to tribes, again, they ate rotten meat, many tribes. And it's the most powerful probiotic you can have. But there's a lot of fear-mongering that's gone on about you can't touch meat if it's raw, and I know that's not true. I've been eating
the way
it for 6 months.
You're talking very ritually, very like evil, you know, blood. I want to see blood. I want to.
I don't know. That's your interpretation. I'm just eating raw.
Hey, you fetch me my liver.
Well, that is how we are. If you eat raw meat,
I'm not an animal, mate. I'm a human being. I'm
you are an animal.
I'm like a giraffe that eats delicately off a tree. You know.
You're a human. Yeah,
you know
right, mate.
That's what
I see you with your full English.
It's been like